Hello everyone, this is Sukruti Joshi from LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology, Ahmedabad. I am going to take the video lecture series on chemistry. The subject code for it is 311001. In our previous sessions, we have taken certain topics of our chapter number 3. Our chapter number 3 is metals, alloys and corrosion. So in this particular session, we will start with the corrosion due to other gases. Here, this type of corrosion is caused due to the gases like SO2, CO2, Cl2, H2S, etc. And in this corrosion, the extent of corrosive effect depends mainly on the chemical affinity between the metal and the gas involved. So the degree of attack on the formation of protective layer, which is known as corrosion film, on the metal surface, which is explained on the basis of Peeling Bedworth rule. Here, let's take a look on it. So first of all, if the volume of corrosion film formed is more than that of the underlying metal, it is strongly adherent or non-porous, which does not allow the penetration of corrosive gases. As you can see, Ag and Cl2 came together and they form a protective film which is known as 2AgCl. Now, if the volume of corrosion film formed is less than the underlying metal, as we have seen, we have a metal block of film is created. If it is less and if the metal is in higher number, then it forms a pores or cracks and allow the penetration of the corrosive gases, which leads to the corrosion of the metal block. Okay. Now, let's move ahead. Here we have wet corrosion or electrochemical corrosion. So this type of corrosion generally occurs where a conducting liquid is in contact with metal. This corrosion occurs due to the existence of separate anodic and cathodic parts between which current flows through the conducting solution. Okay. Generally, if we talk about the mechanism of it, then it can be electrochemical corrosion involves flow of electrons between an anode and a cathode. The anodic reaction involves dissolution of metal, liberating the free electrons. Now, let's observe it through the image. As you can see here, let's take a look on evolution of hydrogen. So this type of corrosion occurs in acidic medium. For an example, considering the metal Fe, anodic reaction is dissolution of iron as ferrous ions with liberation of electrons. So here, as you can see in the image, the lower area, which is Fe, which is anodic area, which is in large number, okay, which is an iron metal. Now on the upper side, we have a small cathodic area or small cathodic metal, which is present there. Now what will happen when acidic solution or acidic electrolyte got covered on it? What happened at that particular position? So at anode, a reaction occurs which is oxidation. So Fe gets converted to Fe plus 2 and releases 2 electrons. Now, these 2 electrons which are released from Fe flows through the metal from anode to cathode, where H plus ions of that acidic solution eliminated as hydrogen gas. So on anode, which reaction occurs? So on anode, if you can see here, 2H plus accepts 2 electrons and converts itself to H2, which is got reduced. Okay. So as you can see here, we have a particular reaction which is oxidation and reduction occurs on anode as well as on cathode. In this manner, this particular evolution of hydrogen occurs. Okay. Now, which are the factors that affects the corrosion? First factor is based on metals, purity of the metal. So the anodic parts gets corroded easily. We all know that. So if the metal is anodic side or behaves as an anodic one, then it gets corroded easily. electrode potential. Second one or second factor is electrode potentials. So metals with higher reduction potentials do not corrode easily. For an example, gold, while which has, or like zinc, undergoes rapid corrosion because it has lower reduction potential. Right? Now, next factor is position of metal in galvanic series. So metals which possess low reduction potential and occupy higher and at the galvanic series undergo corrosion easily. Second is the factors based on environment. Number 1, temperature. The rate of corrosion reactions increases with increase in temperature. Number 2, humidity in the air. The rate of corrosion increases along with increase in humidity. Likewise, third is presence of impurities. Atmosphere is contaminated with gases like CO2 are responsible for electrical conductivity. Next one we have is pH value. pH value of the medium has a greater effect on corrosion because acidic pH increases the rate of corrosion. In general, it has been observed that when we have pH less than 7, then the corrosion gets enhanced. It goes ahead. Now, our next topic is types of corrosion. Waterline corrosion or concentration cell corrosion is the first type of corrosion that we will take into look. This type of corrosion generally occurs through the electrochemical attack of the metal surface exposed to electrolyte of varying concentrations or varying aerations. This type of corrosion is present due to difference in concentration of metal ions, due to difference in the exposure to air or oxygen. So when a metal is exposed to different air concentrations, it has been found to be poorly oxygenated of the metal part becomes anodic and well oxygenated part becomes cathodic. The potential difference is created which causes the flow of electrons from anode to cathode, from the part which is immersed in NaCl solution to the part which is exposed to atmosphere. Now let's take a look at an example. We have a zinc rod immersed deep in the NaCl solution, right? Now as you can see here, two parts of zinc rod can be observed. One which is exposed to atmosphere. Second one which is exposed or which is there in NaCl solution. So the part which is deep in NaCl solution behaves as an anode, while the part above the NaCl solution behaves as a cathode. The part which is less aerated becomes anodic. The part which is well aerated becomes cathodic. Okay. In this manner, a flow of electron will be there from anodic side to cathodic side. And in this way, that particular happens. Okay. Next type of corrosion is crevice corrosion. This corrosion refers to the corrosion occurring in confined spaces to which the excess of working fluid from the environment, the spaces are generally called crevices. Examples like gaps or contact areas or seals between the parts inside the cracks, small areas plays a role here. Now, certain protective measurements against the corrosion or corrosion controlling methods. First is cathodic protection. So, the method of protecting the base metal by making it to behave like a cathode is known as cathodic protection method. Main type of method generally has a sacrificial anode method. In this protection method, the base metal is connected by a wire to more anodic metal so that all the corrosion is concentrated at this more anodic metal. The more anodic the metal itself gets corroded slowly while the cathodic part is protected. So what we have to do is the more active metal so employed is becomes sacrificial anode. It sacrifices itself. Generally, the metals used here is magnesium, zinc, aluminium and their alloys. Okay. As you can see here, we have a sacrificial anode, we have a ship hull is there. Under that particular one, now if ship hull is there, then we will put a small piece of sacrificial anode zinc over there, right? Below is a protective base metal and above we have our own ship material. Now if you can observe in the image itself, right? The sacrificial anode itself is connected with a wire to the particular protective base metal. So at that time, the base metal gets protected, while the other side, that is sacrificial anode, will sacrifice itself. Next method is metallic coating. Metallic coating is basically the process with which we cover the base metal with another metal. Here, the base metal can be protected in two ways, with anodic coating and second one with cathodic coating. So the metal used for the surface coating is more anodic than the base metal like aluminium, cadmium and zinc, while another one which is cathodic coating. So here we will use SN, AU, PG, AG, etc. Okay. Next we will have is surface coatings. Surface coatings generally are the chemical or exhibit chemical inertness to corrosive the environment, adhesive properties, and they are impermeable in nature. It can be divided into different parts. For an example, we have organic surface coating. So it is applied all over the metallic surfaces to prevent from the corrosion, right? Like paint. We know that we apply the paint in order to prevent the particular vehicle. Second is inorganic surface coating. So we will apply inorganic coating on the metal. Inorganic substance is coated above the particular metal. Okay. In this manner we can prevent our particular metal. This is all for this session. Next we will learn in our next session. Thank you so much everyone.